Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Mandray Beach is where we are. Spectacality of a day, by the way, if a little bit breezy, which is quite nice because the temperature is rather high. Now, today's video, very important little video today. It's about the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. What's going on at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar? That's what many people want to know. In a word, closed. Closed for good. Not what many people want to hear, I understand, but it is closed for good, and I'm going to explain to you why that is. I understand a lot of people will be upset, and a lot of people will be rushing to their keyboards to write some comments like, I told you so, why did you do it, and all those kind of things. Well, we did it to try and interact more and more with our family members, the people that like us a lot and that we love a lot. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. And unfortunately, if we rewind right to the beginning, we start to understand that we put a lot of gloss onto it. We always made it sound much better, should we say, the troubles and the problems that myself and Marika were going through. So we found the location that we thought would be very good. We liked the building. It gave us plenty of scope to make things on a grand scale, shall we say. We paid our money, and of course, very rapidly, as many people know, things started to go wrong. Shall we say there was a little bit of stupidity on our side, definitely. And a little bit of, got to use my words carefully, obviously, but we will say a little bit of deceit on the other side, shall we say. Money was handed over. Keys were presented to us, and very rapidly we found ourselves in an awful lot of trouble. We were told, for example, just go down to the electricity authority, ask them to switch the electricity on, and you'll have electricity. That wasn't quite the case, no. What actually happened was we went down to the electricity authority, and they decided, in their wisdom, that because the building had not been connected to the electricity for in excess of 3 years, in fact, an awful lot longer than that, they would come out and do a report. They did their report, and they decided, correctly so, that the whole building should be rewired. So guess what? As many people know, we had that section of the building completely rewired at a cost of €14,500. We were also told, switch the water on, and of course you'll have water. Not quite that simple either, no. We went to the water board, and in fact they did just switch the water on once we'd paid a security deposit. But we didn't have any water. Shock and horror when we went to the roof and discovered that there was no water tanks. Again, over a couple of weeks that was eventually sorted out, and a further €3,000 to €4,000 of tanks, solar panels, and of course plumbing to get our water. But at least we were now on the track. Many people said it couldn't be done in the time frame that we said, but we proved them all wrong, and we did manage to open bang on time on the 15th of March, and we had a fantastic launch and a fabulous evening. And we do thank each and every one of you that took that trouble to fly in to the grand opening of the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. It was the night of a lifetime. It truly was. As time progressed, again, we put the gloss on it and told you how wonderful everything was. But the reality was that we were fighting an uphill battle. A battle to get licenses, to make the bar legal. Now, this is a thing in Cyprus that a lot of bars don't even bother to try and do. They just accept the fines, and they've got a friend here and a friend there. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted it to be legal. We wanted to have all of the correct licenses. And we were told from the very start by the top organisation, which is the Cyprus Tourism Authority, that we would be approved and we would get the licence. And that is still the case today. But unfortunately, there are one or two authorities in between them. And the most important one is the building authority. This is the authority that checks planning permissions and these kind of things. Now, again, I return to stupidity on our part, and obviously we should have checked this out, but we took it at face value. We believed what we were told. We believed that the two shops were legally one shop. This appears to not be the case. The building authority of the municipality of Cyprus has told us over and over again that the two shops are illegally knocked into one, and that we would have to separate those two shops to proceed with the official licenses on the bar area, and then in the future apply for licenses on the other shop. So, after a period of time and negotiation with various people, we had a wall built, and we thought that this would finally allow us to get that little tick in that little box. Unfortunately, this was not the case. The building authorities want the two shops returned exactly how they were on the plan. In other words, solid walls and even half the terrace to be taken away, and the two shops to be totally separate. This is going to cost an awful lot of money. We're at the end of our steam, and there's other problems going on in the background as well, by the way, but I decided to pull the plug. And the toll that it was taking on myself and of course Marika is off the scale. The brave face that we show to you guys is not what was going on behind the scenes. We wanted the Marika and Me Lounge Bar to be something special, to be something unique. But unfortunately, the powers that be are not going to allow that to take place. We are going to enter into a legal case over the next few months, and I intend to get all of my money back. We'll keep you posted as that time goes on. Now, talking about money, because I understand there's a lot of haters and there's a lot of people a little bit unsure. A lot of people are going to rush to their keyboards and say, well, I told you so, and of course you have been taking other people's money and these kind of things. That's not true. Yes, there are one or two people who have very kindly contributed £50 to have their name on the wall of fame. Any of those people that wish to have their money returned, get in contact and I'll double your money. No problem. Not a bad investment. The person that has lost the most money is me. And if you want to know how much that is, we've always told you along the way how much the bar has been costing. It's amassed a debt of more than €90,000. 75,000 of those euros are mine. So the person that's lost the most is me. Now you can have a good laugh about that, but I'm not really that bothered. I'm a person who doesn't look back. I'm a person that always moves forward. Luckily, my other businesses are doing okay, so I can suffer that loss and hopefully write it off against tax. That's the advantage of being self-employed. Now, I don't say that to gloat, I don't say that to boast. I'm just giving you the truth. I personally have spent 75,000 euros of my money. Yes. Hence why we're going to go into a legal case, and I am going to be chasing every single one of those euros. So whoever's watching, wherever you are in the world, and very careful what I say, as you may have noticed, I'm coming for you, that's for sure. So back to it. That's the money side of it, and that's some of the legality side of it. But what I don't think a lot of people understand is the amount of effort that we put into it, the amount of hours. And that's before the bar opened. We decided to keep our costs as low as we could and not employ staff. So Marika and myself would spend a minimum of 10 to 12 hours per day in that bar. And we are not regretting it. We met some amazing people, and we truly did. I can't name all those people. People that we consider to be friends for life, and people that we're looking forward to seeing again when they come to Cyprus. All of these people have got our contact information, and of course anyone can get our contact information. It's always in the description on our videos. So we are looking forward to seeing our friends when they come back to Cyprus. What's next for the channel? Well, the channel will go back to the way it was promoting Cyprus for people to come on their holidays. It's a fabulous, fabulous place. And of course, encouraging people to relocate to Cyprus, because again, Cyprus is a fabulous, fabulous place. There's a lot of problems in and around the world, and Cyprus luckily doesn't suffer from many of them. So if you are looking for a great place to relocate, perhaps you can work remotely, or perhaps a base while you travel off somewhere in the world to earn your living, or perhaps you want to retire. Cyprus, Paphos in particular, could be that perfect place for you. And if you are looking for help and advice about relocating to Cyprus, many people understand that myself and Marika have a combined 40 years living experience in Cyprus. We know a lot, and we know a lot of people. Marika, many people again understand, is a fluent Greek speaker, or as I say, she speaks Greek better than a Greek, and most Greeks agree with her, by the way. So if you are looking for help and advice, and you are thinking of relocating to Cyprus, perhaps you need help with immigration, you need to have your driving license changed, you're looking for that perfect rental property, you're looking to purchase a property, the list goes on and on. You're looking for schools, help and advice. Get in contact with us, and we'll do our very, very best to make sure that we smooth your move to Cyprus. So, quite a sad video. The end to a small part of the little channel known as Marika and Me. But if you stick with us, the channel will get bigger and bigger and offer more help and advice than ever before. As I've said, contact details are in the description. If you need help and advice on a holiday, you need help and advice on anything that you can think of, get in contact. And if you are thinking about relocating to Cyprus, again, we could be that perfect team to help you smooth the way. We could be that team that holds your hand. And there are many people, hopefully, who will write in the comments and say just how much help that myself, Paul, and Marika have given them when they've made that decision to move to live in Cyprus. It's a daunting thought. So why not get in contact with us now? I'm going to say a huge thank you for watching. I hope that you'll continue to keep on coming back to the little channel known as Marika and Me, and follow us on our adventures. As time goes on, we will unveil more about the problems that we've had in the past. I'm not a person who talks about the past, but of course our past will become our future when we go into the court case. And we will be open and transparent with you. And we're going to win. It's as simple as that. Huge thank you for watching. Please hit the like. Please consider to subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on the adventure of a lifetime. Now, you may have noticed in the background the sky is blue, and of course so is the sea. Look at that for a view. Mandrea Beach on a truly, truly spectacality of a day indeed. All that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start pedaling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and Me, you've guessed it, we're waiting, especially for you.